Yo, yo, yo. All right, all right. We are back at the Sit Down on the Spotlight Network, and we are sitting with, who am I sitting with today?
The one and only Faith
Hey,
Brazy.
Brazy, what's up? How you
It's
doing?
Brazy.
Brazy, what's the word? How you been?
I've been great.
What you
How
been
you
up to?
been?
I'm good, man. I'm glad to have you on the Sit Down. What you been up to?
I've been just being an artist, being a mother,
Okay, okay. How's that
living
like?
life.
Is it, you know what I'm saying, fun, stressful? How's the mom
It's
life? Let's start with that. How's the mom life going?
it's going good. It can get stressful for sure,
Okay.
but
How
for the
many
most part, it's fun. I'm blessed.
how many kids you got?
I have three.
Three. Okay.
Three
Three club.
chilies.
Three club. Boys, girls.
I got two
Girl.
girls and one boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What? How old were
Good,
you when you
good.
had your first one?
I was 15 years old when I had my
Okay.
first child.
So
Yeah.
okay, well, let's go into that. How's that challenge been? I mean, not that it's a challenge, but I'm sure being that young and having a child, there's a lot of new things you have to go through that a lot of other 15-year-olds don't even have to think about. So like,
Yeah.
what was that experience like for you when you found out you were having a?
Really, it was like I didn't believe it at first when I found out I was going to have a kid.
Okay.
Like, I was in denial as fuck.
Right.
But it definitely made me have to grow up a lot faster, like mature faster.
Okay.
And so like it really calmed me down though, like having a child, cause I was I was in a whole bunch of bullshit.
Okay.
So yeah, it sat my ass down. I felt like I needed that. So yeah, like I went to. I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. I
Right.
was scared. I was scared as hell.
Right.
But I just felt like I needed that at that time. So yeah, I feel like everything happened for a reason. And I feel like I had my first child that young because I was heading in the wrong direction. So yeah.
I can see that. I feel like a lot of people have those moments, whether it's a kid or sometimes it's like a wild accident or something that you go through where you're like, oh shit,
Hell yeah.
I gotta focus now. Oh, what's
Yeah.
going on? So I feel like it's a good way to look at it. With that being said, was it one of those things that happened that like were you unmotivated to finish school, or you like, no, I gotta finish school now even more so? Like, how did you get through that process of like? Because you got to go to school still. I mean,
Yeah.
15 is what, freshman year or so?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you had four more
Yeah, I
years.
was pregnant my
Okay.
freshman year. So
You had a lot of help out with the kid, or?
yeah.
Okay.
Like my family.
Okay, that's what's up.
I
That's
had-
cool. That's
yeah, I
good.
still got family. Like that's my village. So
Okay.
yeah, going to school pregnant, like it was.
What's that?
I was going to like a predominantly white school, and like it was like one of them fucking schools off the movies. Like it was popular people, and like they was into that type of shit. Like
Okay.
and I didn't like people in my business. Like so, I think whenever I found out I was pregnant, I ended up like, or I was.
Trying to hide it?
I was thinking, cause I was like seeing signs. I'm like, damn. I'm like talking to my cousin. Like I go to school with my cousin, and I got a best friend too. Like so, I'm like, damn. Any of y'all missed y'all period before? Like, am I tripping? Like, they like, Faith, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, no. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn, I ain't pregnant though. Like, nah, y'all, I think it's just late. Like, bro, it's like 2 months
Oh,
later.
shit.
And
Damn.
I was telling my cousin, and my fucking cousin ended up telling her uncle, which was dating like my auntie at the time. So like that's my cousin through like
Yeah, relations.
yeah. So she ended up telling her uncle, and her uncle told my auntie. My auntie ended up telling my pops, because it's my auntie on my pop's side. And so I'm at school one day, chilling at school, and they just called me to the office, and I'm like, damn, like, okay, I'm leaving school early. What the fuck? I don't know what's going on, but like, I'm getting out this bitch early today. Bye, y'all. Like, my mama come pick me up, and we go to the hospital. And I ended up taking a pregnancy test. I ended up finding out I'm like fucking 11 weeks, all types of shit. So it's
Damn.
just like, yeah, it was like boom. It was like, yeah, it was some.
Here we
It
go.
was crazy. It was
Yeah,
like, what the
yeah.
fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I was still in disbelief, like up until that moment. So
Thinking ain't lying. Y'all need to get a recount.
yeah, and, yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, you said you went to a predominantly white school, so I'm sure. So
Mm-hmm.
what was that like growing up, though? Let's go back to like your childhood in a sense before you had
Yeah.
a kid and everything like that. How was growing up for you? So you said you had support, so I'm sure
Uh-huh.
it has to be a good family if you're gonna have someone support you that young. I know a lot of people like disown their child if they had a baby that young. You know what I mean? So to hear that you had support, it must have
Yeah.
been decent growing up, or
At first, my parents was not fucking with it. Like my pops
Okay.
ain't never fucked with it. Like
Okay, for
yeah,
sure. I mean,
yeah.
as a dad, I can kind of see
Yeah,
that.
so he was like trying to, cause at that time I was thinking more emotionally
Yeah.
versus logically. So
Right,
my
for sure.
pops was like he
Logically,
was
though.
like, I'm just trying to let you know if you do make this decision, this is what come with it. But at that time I was not paying attention to that shit because
For
I
sure.
was thinking with my emotions. I'm not gonna lie.
For sure.
Like I'm a 15-year-old girl.
I was gonna say, yeah,
obviously,
for sure.
I'm young and yeah. So, but my mama, she was like, no, like hell no, you're not having no kid. Like I'm gonna take you to go, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I don't want y'all to make that decision for me. Like, I think I ended up getting into it with my mom or whatever. And she was like, okay, well, I'll let you make the decision. My pops was still like, fuck no. Like, I think you're not ready. Like, you still
Right.
young. Like, you ain't really lived life, so you're not ready to make that
Raise
commitment
one,
type
for
shit.
sure.
Yeah, so.
For sure.
But yeah, I ended up having my son, and yeah.
So what's your household like as growing up? Like when you're a child, so was it both parents were in the house, I'm assuming, or
No. Well, like when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
both my parents was in the same household, but then like, nah, like my pops wasn't living with us, so I stayed with my mama, and I got younger siblings. Yeah, I'm the oldest out of all my mama kids. So
Okay,
I had
that's what's
younger
up.
siblings, in the house too.
so you're from Kansas City, you born and raised, and
Yep, I was
Okay.
born and raised in Kansas City, Kansas. I'm from Wyandotte. Fuck, what did I do on my letter? But yeah, I'm from Wyandotte. I'm from Kansas
Okay.
City, Kansas.
okay, so the Kansas side of Kansas. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool. So not Kansas City, but Wyandotte. Okay.
Yeah.
So you hang out in Kansas City a lot, or do you hang mostly in
No,
Wyandotte?
like, no,
Okay.
not recently, no. Like,
Okay.
cause I've relocated to the Missouri side, so I
Oh,
really
okay.
just be on over
You like it
here.
better in Missouri, or no difference?
Yeah, I do actually. I ain't
Okay.
gonna lie.
That's
Like,
cool to hear. I mean, like I said, there's that big weird ass
Yeah,
Kansas
the
versus
police
Missouri
is fucking
thing.
terrible over there. Like, I
Oh, in
don't know.
Kansas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Missouri's a little more chill.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
give them that. So that for on that side for sure.
Yeah,
But I
for
mean,
sure.
I'll be on both sides and I don't see no
Yeah.
difference. But I'm not from Kansas, so I can't really speak on what happens over
Mm-hmm.
there and shit. But so pretty the same, or like you say, just the police different, or as far as like activities, is it wild over there, calm? What?
I don't know, for real. I be out the way. I don't be into. I
Okay.
mean, it's it's shit goes on everywhere. But
Okay.
yeah.
Right, facts. I mean,
I
that's my
just-
biggest
Yeah,
intake.
I be in my own world for
That's
real.
what's up. Okay. All right. So let's get into some more. Okay. So you, growing up, cool. You said you went to a few different schools. You had to move, or remember we talked a
Yeah,
while ago.
I moved a lot as a
Yeah.
kid.
So how's
like,
that though? Cause I know
moving a
that's,
lot?
Yeah, cause
It
that's
was
weird.
It was I don't know. Like, I was a shy ass kid,
Okay.
so I didn't like having to like meet new people all the time and like try to make new friends everywhere I fucking went. Like, it was, I don't know. It was a weird feeling. But yeah, I went to hella different schools, like elementary schools and a few different middle schools and shit. Like, I moved a lot when I was in elementary. And then
Okay.
like my mom, she wanted to start settling down like whenever we got in high school. Well, middle school, like middle school or whatever. Like, she wanted us to go to a school consistently. Like,
Yeah,
she wanted,
that's an important time too. Though she's not
Yeah.
wrong for that. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Did that
'cause
go
we was
well,
moving
or?
a lot?
Right. And as a kid, how is it as a kid though? Because I know for sure, I mean, me personally, I didn't have to move a lot, but I know there's a lot of people who go through that and just really hate life. Like the persona of a person that has to move a
Yeah.
lot is always like, oh man, hey, I'm never gonna be able to keep friends and blah 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 blah. Like, how did you find ways to stay motivated to even just kind of be who you are now? Because you have a lot of things going on for yourself.
Yeah.
From what I see, and that you as a child, you can't really. You know what I mean? You can't be
Yeah,
in
I
a
guess
depressing
it-
state to be where you're
yeah.
at now, I don't feel.
I guess it really just taught me how to adapt to shit and
Okay.
adapt to situations or
Right.
whatever. Because
Okay.
like I was able to just adapt. Like, okay, I was used to that. Okay, this is a new school. Like, I was
To
used
change,
to
okay.
it. Like, so yeah, when you're used to it, it's like
It's like
okay,
it's
this
like
is
practice.
normal. Like,
Right,
when you're used to it, it's
right.
normal.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Were you did you look at it as a child like were you mad or were you just more like you said?
I was mad
Okay.
like when I would make friends somewhere and I had to just up and leave. Like, what the fuck?
Okay.
It was this one time I went to a school for like a week. Like, we was in Atlanta. I think we was living in Atlanta. It was a elementary school somewhere, and I had just got this, and we was broke as fuck in Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie, like. So I was very appreciative of the gifts like that I was getting. Like, I think I didn't like have no birthday party or nothing. I think we just was at the fucking house and yeah, like that was sad for me. So my mama had bought me like this MP3 player and I took it to school and I was just listening to that motherfucker all day and the teacher took it from me. Nigga, we moved the next day. Like, she took it from me and she was like, you can get it back tomorrow.
And y'all
And
moved?
we moved. We upped and
Oh
moved the
my
next day.
God. Oh my
And that's
God.
always fucked me up. Like, bro, like,
Damn.
like, what the fuck? Yeah,
Damn.
I was mad as fuck. So,
Damn. Well, look, before we get into the next question, we're going to take a quick advertisement break. You know, we got some sponsors we're going to shout out real quick, so we're going to take a quick break. Once that's over, we'll get back into the next question.
okay, bet.
Yo, what's up, Kansas City? It's your boy Nave Manjo. Man, listen, April 26th is going down at the Next Page Studio. We bring a Jazzy Fade. That's right, Mr. Oh Boy. We bring a Jazzy Fade to Kansas City, man. Nave Manjo live. I'm going live at 8 p.m., but it starts at 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Make sure y'all pull up. We got the stuff for the kids. We got the healthy hip hop. We got everything. Make sure y'all pull up, show love, show Big Bro Jazzy Fade how Kansas City really get down. April 26th at the Next Page Studio at 5930 Truce. So, man, make sure y'all pull up Kansas City, show love. April 26th, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Bring the kids, bring the family. Meet me at the VIP section. We going absolutely dumb crazy. I've got the band coming. It's going to be absolutely live. I'm going to really show you how I get down. It's been a minute, so make sure y'all pull up Kansas City. And you heard it first right here on the Spotlight News. And I'm out.
All right, we're back. All right, so we just talked about you moving and stuff a lot, and the MP3 player that was hard. You know, that's actually a very heartful story. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's kind of crazy, especially moving a lot when you have those items that you like. That's kind of like. So what I want to kind of tap into is what was faith like as a kid? Like, what was your inspirations? Like, what was your outlets to, let's say you moved a lot and a lot of things. What did you do? I know me personally, if I ever had something going on, I would like go hop on the game or something, or go play some basketball or something like that. What were your outlets to?
Well, really, I would just be into like singing and shit. Like,
Okay.
I would set up little talent shows with my sisters and my brothers and shit. And even like tapping into like cooking and shit, because I do cook. Like, outside of music, I have a passion for cooking and food. So I will also like I would line them up in the kitchen like cafeteria style, like, and make them act like they was in jail, like, and slap the shit on their plates. So I was doing like just making life creative, like just like.
Always had a way to just
like,
express yourself and just do things. Okay.
Just making everything fun, cause like,
yeah. What's the point?
All we had was each other, like my siblings, like. So I was just doing shit with my siblings, doing little talent shows and shit. Like, I had like electronics and shit too, like a laptop. I would do a little acting shit and record myself, like, and change into costumes and shit like that. So, like, yeah, I just.
So you had that love for a long time since you. Okay. So do any of your siblings sing too as well, or just you, or rap, I suppose, or are they artists as well?
Yeah. So I got a little sister. She go by the name of Pippi Biggs.
Okay. Shout out Pippi.
That's who I grew up with doing music. She is more of like. She hard at rapping. She cold as fuck at rapping. And she be singing, but when we was little, she used to piss me off. Like,
why you say that?
She was one of them, the sibling that like sing hella loud in the house, like.
Try to steal the spotlight.
It just like, cause she couldn't. I ain't gonna lie, my sister couldn't sing like that back then. Like, she not like how she was back then. So like, it was like irritating. Like, bro, shut up. Like, everybody in the house, like, bro, please be quiet. But yeah, my girl got that now. So.
I was gonna say she got better. Did she get better over time?
Yeah, she got that now.
Okay.
And shit, my little brother, he was just always funny. Like, we was just all characters. Like, we all had our own personalities and shit, we just express ourselves like with each other and shit with whoever we met type shit. So yeah.
Okay. You guys still close today, or is that kind of
Yeah,
faded out?
yeah, we still close today. My brother, he's in the Air Force, my little brother.
Okay.
So he way in Italy. Like soon
Damn,
as he
shout out to him.
graduated, he
Wow.
went to the Air Force and shit. He's got stationed in Italy, and so he been there. He only come like fucking once a year. So like he come every June.
Damn.
So I'll see my nigga in June. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How's that? How's that? Because you guys sound like
Yeah.
you're close growing up, and now you only see him once.
Yeah,
What?
it's
Once a month,
like-
you said?
No, once a year.
Oh, once a year. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
that because that went over my head. I
Yeah.
can't believe that's the only
Once a
time
year,
you get
and
to
he
see him.
way the fuck over there by
Yeah.
himself. Like he got
Jeez.
sent there by himself. Like he had to figure everything out there by himself. Like when he got there, it's a different language and shit. So he don't know where to go. Like they just buy your flight and send you to where you need to go, and you need to figure out how the fuck to get there. Like
Damn.
so he had to like exchange his money for like day currency and shit when he got there. And he was like, the outlets is even different, so he couldn't even use like the
Charges and
boxes
stuff?
that we use for
Wow.
our, yeah, it's different there. So yeah, but that's it sucked like not being able to see him
Okay.
as much. But yeah, I love my little brother.
How long did you get to see him for when he's here? Is it a week, a couple of weeks, or?
I think the whole month. Like,
Okay, that's cool.
yeah, and
okay.
then like
I mean, that
think
doesn't beat a
he-
year, but still,
Yeah,
that's,
he do it to where he can, cause you can rack up time, like your vacation time. So
Okay.
he could visit, but
Wants to rack
I
it
guess
up.
he's saving all his shit. He want to rack it up so he can be
the
here
whole
for,
month
yeah,
instead of a
for
week, and then
shit,
okay.
however long. Yeah.
Dang, that's kind of crazy. I never heard
Yeah.
nothing like that before. Is he planning? Like, will he ever get out of that? Or
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think right now
I don't
he's
know how that
just-
works.
He's just young and like reaping the benefits or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know how that shit works either, but.
okay,
Yeah, I know he definitely got some like businesses and clothing lines and shit that he want to do. He also got a TikTok. My nigga been going viral on there.
Okay.
He just hit like fucking 14.8 million views on TikTok, like,
Yeah.
cause he just been consistent, like, and I've been seeing him, and it's actually been inspiring me too, like, to be more consistent with my content. Like,
Okay.
So, yeah, cause it's like I'm seeing him like doing it,
Yeah.
like, and putting in the work, and all he doing is just doing the shit every day, like. And I mean, if you pay attention to how much time we spend on social media, like, then I could take like an hour doing just straight content, like
Yeah.
back to back to back, and loading it up, and then just dropping that shit.
on that topic. So since we're there, do you feel like you are doing enough or not enough when it comes to content? Because, as you said, consistency is the key
Yeah.
to all of this. I mean, a lot of people are frustrated because they feel
I
like
can
people are less
definitely-
talented that are on,
Yeah.
but they're doing more. So it's like,
Yeah. I don't think I'm doing enough. No.
okay. And what
I could
what's
do
what?
more,
Okay,
for
so
sure.
what do you think is making that, like, what's the reason behind you don't think you're doing enough? Is it because things are costly, you don't have the time, or just you're just not doing enough, like
It's
you're just
like,
not focused on
I
it?
know I could do more.
Okay.
Like, I know I could post more and put more time into doing that.
Why do
but-
you think you don't post more? I'm curious.
Cause shit, sometimes I don't be wanting to do that shit at the time. I
Okay.
just be having like other shit going on too. So like, I
Facts.
be, I guess, unmotivated
Okay.
sometimes.
Because in my perspective, I think you post a lot. I mean, I think you
Yeah.
post good content
Consistently?
consistently for sure. Because I feel like when I'm scrolling through, I'm always seeing
Yeah.
you pop up. I mean, whether and that
Okay,
doesn't
okay, yeah.
necessarily mean from posts. Sometimes
Okay, well,
story
damn.
is
I
nah,
need to
but
figure it out.
but
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's cool that you have that mindset where
Uh-huh.
because that to me is a level of your understanding of where you need to be. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Or like, oh man, I know I'm doing this, but this is where I'm trying to be. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not that you're not doing enough. You're just like, I'm not where I
Yeah.
want to be yet. But
Yeah.
personally, yeah, I think you're posting a lot. Not too much, but I definitely, with the artists of your caliber, feel like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you could post minutely, daily. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying on any account, and not have to
Yeah.
worry about. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, for sure.
that's what. Come on, that's what this life is. You know what I mean? It ain't. There is no hiding it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know a lot about artists, so you got to get out that comfort zone to be like, I might be in a price shop right now, but hey, let me post this camera up real quick by the cereal and do something real
No,
quick.
for real.
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
and that's how I am too. Like,
yeah.
that's how I've been thinking
I see,
more. Like,
yeah, and I
yeah.
see you. Like I tell, I see you on that wave. That's why I'm trying to actually, yeah. If I can give you some more, keep doing that. Like you said,
Yeah.
don't and find ways to make your life work for your TikTok. You know what I mean, or for
sure.
your Instagram. You know what I mean. And speaking on that topic, how is life being a mother and an artist? 'Cause that's a lot of things. You know, people. They see us making music, they're not knowing we going home after shows or
Yeah.
studios or, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, or the struggle of even getting studio time because you got to figure out who can watch, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So what's that like? Because people need to know, like, how you get through that.
I don't know how I get through it for real. I get through it because of God, for real. I'm
Facts.
just blessed.
It's a passion of yours, I can
Because,
tell, though.
Yeah, it's a passion, and I really just balance everything out, or try to balance everything out. I don't know. Like, I try not to put too much into one thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
You take it
Yeah.
for what it is. Like, you don't try to mix it. You kind of
yeah.
do, okay, then I'm just
Yeah, I just
faith
take
the
shit
mom
day by
and then
day.
faith the
Like,
artist.
you know,
Two different
whatever serves me, whatever don't.
Okay.
And yeah.
people. Your kids know you make music?
Yes.
Do they like do you like your songs?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
They
That
be
has
dancing
does that
to my
help?
songs,
Does that
yeah.
help you feel like nah, I can't stop?
Yeah,
Like,
it'd be hard. Like, we be in the house blasting my songs or watching my music videos, and yeah, we just be dancing and just having a ball.
That's
so
what's
yeah,
up.
it's fun. It's
are any of them showing like kind of like they want to do this too kind of thing? Like is any of your
oh
kids?
yeah, we be freestyling. Yeah, my son,
Okay.
my son and my daughter, they be trying to freestyle. Like, I'll play a beat, and my son, like, yeah, he getting better though at his freestyling. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
My son be freestyling. I be freestyling with them. Yeah.
I think
doing all
okay.
that.
Well, I think it's dope because you having kids, and like I said, I see you still working. Dude. I mean, you have music
Yeah.
videos on music videos. You got songs on songs. So I
Shows,
feel like
all that.
what you're doing is setting the standard to, you know, it doesn't matter. And I think that's what you need
That-
to
yeah,
hold on
that
to
don't
because
stop
you're
you.
not. That's how you're
Yeah.
moving though. You're like,
Yeah.
what is being a mom mean that I can't do this? So
Right.
that's what's up.
Yeah,
With that being said, I've been seeing you moving around a lot.
for sure.
Been with Peso a lot. I seen that. Is that like something you guys like just started to do, or you guys always been locked in? Is that something you guys got like agreements, signing anything? Is there what's that little situation like?
No, it's like no agreement or anything.
Okay.
I started working with Pesos whenever I started doing his artist development.
Okay, I did see that.
So it was like
Trying
a
to
great
support that.
opportunity.
I think
yeah.
that's dope.
It was very exciting to do, and it was a fun experience, like just working with all the other artists. But yeah, artist development phase 2 is coming out,
Okay.
and the registration ends April 15th.
Okay.
So make sure y'all signing up.
Okay.
But yeah, that whole experience was fun. I appreciate the opportunity and working with every artist. Like, yeah.
I feel like that shit turned you up though. Like not that you didn't have a
Yeah.
notch to you, but like after
for
I
sure,
saw
yeah.
that, like I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I'm seeing you. Like your shows,
Yeah.
like you're doing shows, you got videos, content, cover. You know what I mean? Or just music, everything. Just after that, so I think it's dope what he's doing. I feel like that's definitely
Yeah,
it must be
for
working
sure.
because
It is.
a lot of people get in those situations and it's like, where are you? You know what I mean? But that's what's up to see that you guys have that.
Yeah,
Okay.
like-
Which means he must fuck with you as an artist. I feel like that's the
sure.
key. If you're gonna be rocking with anybody, it got to be bigger than just your talent. You know what I mean? They have to
Yeah.
actually be like, no, I really genuinely fuck with this artist. Like
Yeah.
that music, I play this shit.
Yeah,
wanna
hell
do something.
yeah.
So I
And
think that's dope.
You know, he like that with all the artists.
That's
like,
what's up.
And that's just,
Shout out to
you
them.
know, yeah, shout
We'll
out.
have to make sure they
Pesos.
get on here as well. Yeah. Okay. That's what's up. So is there anything like new you got going on? Because my biggest intake right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, like this was crazy. I had people contact me about this. Was this rock star style
Yeah.
thing you got going on? Like that's kind of dope. I mean, you don't see too many people of our nationality doing things like that, which I think is great because. You know, you got that talent, so it's dope because it's not like a thing you're just doing. It's like, oh shit, this shit sound like it's
Yeah.
you already been
And they
doing
like,
it.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like-
like I said, I literally had people call me like,
Who
yo,
is this?
yeah. So what's that? How did that happen? What made you just inspired to just be like, yo, I'm gonna make this kind of record? Was it the beat, or you were already on that like? Yo, I'm
I
about to-
really just tapped into who I am, like who I've always been. I've always been into rock and like
Okay.
just, you know, that type of shit. like Tyler the Creator and like Loiter Squad and shit like that. Like
Okay.
I always was into weird shit, and I'm not calling that weird.
Weird,
but
no,
it's
but different,
like,
yeah,
You know,
not the main,
You know,
yeah.
some people say different is weird, but whatever. So yeah, I just always been like that, and I was like, fuck it, like why not? Like,
Yeah.
I can't even tell you. Like literally, I was in my kitchen. And I was just chilling. Like I didn't find a beat at all. I was just saying lyrics, and I'm like I wanted to sing a song like a white, like make my voice sound like a white person. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Okay. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm like, hold on, what the fuck? I have to find a beat to go to this. Like, and I found that shit. Like, I did all that shit in a matter of like 5 to 10 minutes. Like the Bloody Mascara song.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even know what I was doing. I was just in my kitchen cleaning up. I'm like, crush the pill inside my drink. I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And I just, and I'm like, fuck. Like when I went to go record it in a studio, and I actually, cause like I wrote that song, and then I wrote a second song that's like the night after that or the same night. Cause I'm like, I really want to see if I can do this shit. And then I went to record it. But before I recorded it, I did it like for my sister and her boyfriend, like a cappella. And I was like, yo, I wrote this song. Like, I'm excited because I'm like, fuck, this some different shit. This finna fuck them up. Like, I'm like, yo, I wrote this song. I started doing it. I started doing it a cappella, bro. They like, they started laughing. Like, I ain't gonna lie. They started laughing. They was like, yeah, I think we was on three-way, and my brother, I call him my brother because that's my sister boyfriend or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, he like, all right, well, yep, I'm about to get off the phone now. I'm like, oh, fuck y'all. So then, like, I book a session with Steve at FSP, and
Shout out Steve.
I invited my sister and him to the studio, my brother, and I do the songs on there. Like, I put the songs on the beat, and we just listening to them, and they're like, what the fuck? Like, this shit is hard. Like, my sister, and they're like, yes, this shit is hard as fuck. Like, yeah.
Heard it a
like,
little different.
This shit is hard as fuck. This beat is hard. Like, they gonna fuck with this. Like, I'm fucking with the rock shit. Like, and then the second song I had did, I was like, yeah, this is the song y'all was talking shit about. Like, they was like, yeah, well, it sounded different. Like, you ain't play the beat when you did it, so, like, but this is hard as fuck. Like, the beat is hard. And I was like, yeah, bro. Yeah. So that was exciting.
On that, quick, because you kind of just remind me, as an artist, when you think of a song and then you like record it and listen to it, is it better to, like, do you have that? Like, because I know sometimes when you're making a song, you hear it, but does it come out better when you like record it and stuff? Or was it like, oh, this is exactly how I want it to turn out? Because I know personally, like, I'm writing a song or something, whether it's with the beat or not the beat. And then when I record, I'm like, oh, this is a little better when you know what I'm saying?
Like, literally, every song that I've done that's been on the rock shit, I've had that reaction. Like,
Okay.
what the fuck? Like, this is actually better than I thought it was going to come out.
That's what's up.
Like, this is my first time. Like, this ain't really my niche. And my first time doing it, everybody is like, yeah, like, this is your niche. Like, you should stick with the rock. Like, this shit is fire as fuck. Like,
Are you thinking about doing that, or is that something
I
we're
want to
going to
do
hear
everything.
consistently? For sure.
But
as an artist, though, I know
Yeah.
sometimes it's
I'ma
hard
just- yeah.
bouncing around because you'll grasp a fan base for this sound, but then when you come out with this one,
yeah.
they might somewhat fall off. Not in the sense that it's bad, but
And
people
that's for
get
the
a
people
little.
that don't fuck with the other shit.
Right, for
'Cause
sure,
Everybody
for
ain't gonna
sure.
fuck with everything.
Okay, I think that's
So,
smart. I think that's
yeah.
a genius idea. I
Yeah.
don't think you should, as an artist, you should literally have one sound, because, like you said, not everybody cares about this sound. There's a lot of people who care about that sound,
Yeah.
though, that rock star sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That are paying.
Yeah, and like it shocked me like how many people actually did like fuck with that sound. Like, yeah, I wasn't even expecting. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't expecting too many black people to fuck with it.
Right. I mean, that's the
and, like,
perception. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Shit.
now look, yeah.
But yeah,
So
some people like I don't know. Some people might not openly fuck with that music too, like, and so they'll see somebody else like, damn, like she into this shit, I'm into this shit too, and like, you know, it opened up a whole different like connection or like fan base or whatever, like on a different level, so they can relate like a little deeper. Like, damn, I like her because she openly doing this shit, and I
Right.
wouldn't openly do this shit. So yeah,
And you think that came from just like you said, just the
Being me.
versatility, being you? Because as a child, I mean, that's where a lot of things stem from. You gotta, we are who we are because of our
Yeah.
childhood. So in growing up, you said you had a lot of opportunities to listen to different styles of music.
yeah.
Growing up, was it mentally? Did you have any kind of like traumatic experiences? I know a lot of people create certain songs or have a passion for music because they've been through some stuff. Is there anything that
Yeah.
traumatically you've been through as far as like family separating, losing anybody on the journey to where you're at? Or anything that made you just be like, you know what? Outside of being a mother, I know that was one of them, but I know
Yeah,
sometimes like,
traumatic experience.
because for example, I lost one of my brothers, and at that point, for my aspect, I was like, all right, I'm gonna just keep because he was dope at music. I mean, he did. I mean, he started rapping way after me, but he did so much videos and music that I was like, you know what? It's to honor that, I'm about to go hard. You know what I mean? So, was there anybody or anything you went through that was like, yo, I'm gonna make sure I make it with this music and because of this person, or I want to make sure I'm living for this person, or or any circumstance?
I would say my uncle that passed away.
Okay.
Yeah, he was telling me at a young age like that I was a superstar,
Okay.
and like he liked my music and that I was gonna be something, and that always stuck with me because I was like very young, and so he ended up passing away, and like that's the only like older person that was actually telling me that my dreams meant something, like because everybody else was like, and like I don't know, black families like they'll play with you. But like they'll be playing, but as a kid, and I realized this having my own kids, like you could be like, say for instance, my son is like, oh, I'm gonna be a NBA basketball player, and I'm gonna be like, boy, you ain't gonna do that. Like that stick with you, like
Oh, for
like
sure.
especially at a young age. So like, I remember my grandma told me that shit, and I don't even mean that. My grandma right now, but it was this time, bro. I was at my grandma's house and I was singing, and I was like, I can sing, like, and I'm like dead ass, like I can sing, like confident, and she playing though. She like, girl, you can't sing. Bro, I called my mama. I cried and I called my mama, and I was like, come pick me up. Like,
Oh, shit.
come pick me up. She said I can't sing. Like, yeah, that shit was funny as fuck. But like, no, that shit really fucked with me, and then
Yeah.
it made me not want to sing in front of people. Like, I didn't want to sing in front of nobody.
But see,
I
that's
didn't
why-
sing in front of nobody for a long ass time.
That's crazy.
Like,
That's
I
why a
was
lot
like,
of people
oh.
don't, because they don't
I
have the
was like,
support from
damn,
their family.
let
yeah.
me shut my ass up then. Like,
Yeah. Oh God, that's crazy.
but yeah.
But look at you now, so it's funny that you found
Yeah,
ways
then
to
I started
fight
singing
through
at
that.
funerals and shit. My mama, she always told me I had a gift too. Like, she would
Were
be
you ever?
mad.
Were you in a choir or something? How you like when you doing all the singing and stuff? Did you ever like?
Yeah, I was
Did
in
you have any
a
practices,
choir
or-
before. I was in a choir before, like a church choir. For
I'm
like a
yeah, because
short-
you say you sing a lot. So
a
I'm
short
like,
time, and I
assuming-
also went to singing lessons and shit.
That's crazy.
Just
As a
to,
child, or
yeah,
like-
as a kid, yeah.
Damn.
Once my mama found out like I had a voice, she was putting me in singing lessons, like
Damn.
so I can just, I guess, learn more.
I mean, yeah, no.
Obviously.
There's a lot. There's a lot to learn with singing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
But yeah, that was fun. Vocal lessons, it really played a part in me getting confident. Like, she would make me sing in the mirror, like, and look at myself and sing, like, so it gave me confidence in singing in front of people, I guess. And like going to school and shit played a part in that too. I was in a speech class, so I was forced to stand in front of people and read shit off.
So, with that on that topic, as far as singing and everything like that, what are your goals with music? I mean, I know you like. I've seen a lot of posts where you're like, don't classify me as a rapper. This your artist, and I personally know like where you're coming from as far as. But a lot of people won't. You know, people think, what's the difference? But what are your future goals with music as far as like, what are you using music to do? I know you say you got other passions like cooking and things like that, but what's your outcome for music? What are you trying to make it do for you in your life?
For me in my life, what I want music to do, really, I do music like for an outlet for me.
Okay,
Like,
see,
and it's
that's
just
what
a
I was
plus
asking.
that
Okay,
people like fuck with my music.
for
Like,
sure.
that's just a plus, because I'm just doing this like off the love of
Okay.
music. So it's
It's
just a
not like
plus
I'm
for.
trying to get $1 billion or I want to.
No, I mean, I would like for my like music
You
to
want to
be in
get paid
movies and shit
from it,
like
okay?
that.
But
Like, yeah.
okay, so let me elaborate more on the question. As far as some people make music because they're trying to use themselves as a household name. For example, once you become a certain level of artist, your face and your body now is an entity. You know what I mean? So now
Yeah.
they're like, those right artists will be like, well, I'm about to go grab a movie deal, or I'm gonna go talk to this clothing line, or I'm gonna go try to way to
Yeah.
get some candy, or I'm gonna try to way to get on a video game or get my song in the movie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, are you trying to really be one of those top name artists, you know what I mean, out of this? Or do you just feel like, you know what, I just wanna make my paper, chill, get what I'm deserved, and you know what I mean, and just make a life off this? Cause I know
Yeah.
there's, cause as let's be honest, you gotta have some, what's your reasoning behind it? You know what I mean? If it is
Yeah.
money, that's cool. But some people are like, nah, I want to be the #1 Billboard. I want to be
Yeah.
that one. You know. So I'm just trying to figure out
I
what
do.
you.
I do
Okay.
want that,
See,
yeah.
okay. So that's what I want to
Yeah.
see. You know what I mean? I want to see. You know, you pop that as far as let people know, like I'm here. Like whatever they think of Faith
Hell
Brazy
yeah.
ain't what they think of Faith
Yeah.
Brazy, because you're like, this ain't even scratching the surface
Yeah.
of where you so back to that, like what is it like, what's your end goal of this? Like when you can say like, I'm cool rapping now, I done did that. You know
My
what
end goal. That's a good question.
that's something to think about.
I don't know. To just have like multiple businesses for real. Like,
Okay.
invest in other things that I like to do. Like,
Okay, so
this is just
okay.
one thing.
It's out
Like,
this is an outlet, not form
Yeah.
of okay. You're gonna use this as a stepping stone to get
Yeah.
to use it for other things. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. I mean, any of my talents, if I can.
Like it
use
doesn't matter if you do it
them
from
to-
cooking to
yeah,
okay.
like cooking and shit.
you
too,
want to
like-
create and
Yeah, I
make
just
that
want
your
to
living.
create and
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So what are you creating right now before we wrap this up? What's going on with you right now? I mean, as far as, like you said, you got the new songs coming out, you got new videos on the way, shows.
Yes.
Are
I
you
do
looking
have
to
some upcoming shows?
reach out to any different artists? I know you've been working with a few. Like, what's a feature you think you're like, man, I want to get this feature. Like, that's my like next big like, I need this feature. Or do you think like you don't even need features? Are you that kind of artist where you don't need no features?
I haven't really found like a lot of artists that I would like want a feature from,
Collab with?
besides like a couple female artists.
Okay.
And like
Who are
it
those?
would be like Georgiana or
Ooh.
fucking this girl named Lil Howard. Like, but she
I haven't
like
heard that one.
I don't know if you listen to Skrilla or not, but it's like that type of like Chicago
I think okay.
style type.
I don't know the name, but I think I know who you're explaining.
Yeah.
Okay. But the Georgiana one though,
Yeah.
I fuck
That'd
with
be
her.
fire,
I feel
yeah.
like that would be fire.
Yeah.
Okay. I would love to see that. I would love to be able to, you know what I'm saying, whatever, because that's dope. That's dope.
But yeah, I do got a show coming up April 26th.
Okay.
And it is at the Legends Event Space.
Okay.
Doors open at 8. The show starts at 8:30. It's the Bars on Mars. So yeah, make sure y'all pop out. I am working on an EP, mixtape, whatever the fuck. But it's the rock shit. So
Okay.
I don't know when I'm gonna be dropping that, because I want everything to be like really precise, and like I want the creative directory on the videos to go crazy. Like I just got a vision. So I know it's gonna take time, because I'm gonna be real tedious about everything. So I'll probably be dropping it like, I was thinking October. I'm not gonna lie. Like it makes sense to drop it in October, and it gives me enough time to like get everything in place in the way
Okay.
I want it to be. So yeah, the EP is gonna be called I'm Not a Robot, I Have Feelings Too. So yeah.
Fire. I like that.
Yeah.
Names are important. That's a good name. Okay. All right. Well, before we wrap it up, I do have a few questions if you can answer them. You know.
For sure.
So one of the ones, do you feel like you're underrated when it comes to artists in this area, as far as the Midwest from Kansas to Missouri, like, do you feel like you get mentioned enough for what you do, or do you feel like, hey, I ain't even put in enough to even ask for anything, or do you feel like, nah, I done did some stuff to be labeled one of them ones, or at least one of the ones on the way?
I feel like I'm underrated, but
Okay.
people are starting to notice like
Okay.
that I am, one of them ones. So
Okay.
in due time.
Do you feel like it's? I mean, yeah. I mean, that's cool. I
Yeah.
mean, you can. I mean, like I said, personally, I think, I see you get a lot of love, but at the same time,
yeah.
like you said, it's
I do,
you know where you
yeah.
want to go. On top of that, like, do you feel like, or is it easy to make work? Like, is that a fuel to keep going, or is that one of them things where it's like, man, I don't be getting enough support, be making me feel
No,
like
it's
I
a
should just
fuel,
give up.
actually.
Okay.
Like,
So
it's
you
a
use it
fuel.
as a fuel. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not really caring about having a certain
No, it
number
really
of likes.
make me just want to like expand, like
Okay.
do more,
Oh,
like
okay.
go more out of my comfort zone. Like,
Okay. No, that's what's up.
yeah.
That's what's up.
So
Okay. So then on top of that, I would say, last question, how would you want to express to people, like, who you are? Like, if you could use a few words to describe who you are, like, what would those words be? Or, like, people who didn't know you at all, say they didn't know you made music, they don't know you are a mom or anything, like, this is your first time meeting them, how would you want someone to really perceive you before they even, got to know you? What was a couple of things that you would want to let them know about yourself?
that I'm very down to earth.
Okay.
I don't know, just a real chill. Just a real chill girl,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just a girl. No.
Just
But yeah, I'm cool as fuck. Yeah, I love who love me, and yeah, real recognize real. So
all right.
that's what I want y'all to know about me.
She's real.
Real recognize real. So
Okay.
if you realize, yeah, no, I'm talking to you.
Okay. All right. Well, Faith, I appreciate you coming on the spotlight and to sit down.
For sure. Thank you
Always,
for having me.
Always. And we're going to get you back in later down the road to catch up with you, because I'm sure some more things are
Yeah.
coming your way. I can already
Yeah,
tell. So
for
that's
sure.
not a question. So like I said, we'll be seeing you again.
Yep.
So thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me, y'all.